Boy, I'll tell you, after a long, hard, sweaty, hot, painful day of work, there's nothing better I'd like to do than come here and talk to you guys. Now, I got a few stories that I'm going to cover here real quick, so let's go ahead and get into it. And the first one, yes, that one. Murder hornets. Oh, dear Lord, that's what we need now. Murder hornets. Okay, so what are murder hornets? Well, they're 2-inch long Asian hornets. They call them Asian hornets, but they're here in the U.S. They originated in Asia. They're like the African honeybee sort of idea. Well, they go into this thing called a slaughter phase in which they absolutely devastate honeybees. Yeah, not exactly what we want, seeing as how honeybees are a major contributor to fertilization of a lot of trees and fruits and things like that. So when they go into the slaughter phase, they go in, they decimate entire honeybee hives. They decapitate them, and they just, it's just, yeah, slaughter phase, murder hornets. So there's a big concern going on there. In fact, it has been a trending topic over the weekend. Also, DHS and the officials just keep proving me correct, and months ahead of the time that they did. Perhaps they should watch my channel, and maybe U.S. security would be a little bit better. All the way back in January, December, I've been calling out on this, saying, yeah, no. Things don't make sense. They called back their equipment. I mean, my God, yeah. Intelligence agency is an oxymoron. I don't know. I just get my information just from doing hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of research. Hell, I even research from when I'm going from one job site to the other job site, because you guys are important to me, and I want to make sure I get you the news as quick and accurate as I believe. And if I see things on blips that I'm like, hey, now things don't make sense, and I think this is what it means, I'm going to tell you guys. And heck, January, February, I was saying, no, this doesn't make sense. China has been calling back their medical equipment. This doesn't make sense. November of 2018, going further back, they were transporting viable, dangerous chemicals. Viruses. Probably chemicals too. What do I know? But yeah, they've been transporting, for sure, matter of public record, dangerous and viable things like MERS and Ebola and SARS and things like that through our airports without declaring them in some cases. And in some cases, declaring them as things that they were not. They would declare them as harmless antibodies, but Homeland Security, searching these Chinese biologists' bags, finding out that no, they're viable samples of dangerous viruses. And I have circumstantial evidence. This is circumstantial evidence, so deep yellow flag on this one. Not quite red, but deep yellow flag on this information. But I have information that kind of sort of points to some of these Chinese biologists that were transporting these SARS and MERS and Ebola through our airports illegally because they weren't declaring them, or they were declaring them wrong. Went through a scenario where they literally went through like a 2-week training course in China so that way they could claim the title biologist, and then they were given these packages and told, go to America and deliver this to our colleague, and they were clueless. They didn't know that they were transporting things. If you get my drift and what I'm getting at. Now, deep yellow flag on that one. I'm still so hard trying to confirm that one, but it's not easy. Anyways, I do have contacts, and I have been talking to them, and hopefully we can come up with some paper evidence, some actual hardcore proof. Right now, it just kind of seems like, wow, that corroborating stories from different Chinese sources, and it looks kind of bad. 13 residents at a COVID-19 outbreak. In fact, New Mexico, Albuquerque's largest outbreak, La Vida Llena Life Plan Community, which is literally like 2 blocks away from my place. They're finally recovering from COVID-19, thank God. I feel for them. When an elderly person gets sick or injured or hurt or something, it affects them a little bit differently. It affects them a lot more drastically. So you can't help but feel for them. I mean, at least if you're somewhat human, I guess. But yeah, I'm glad that they're feeling better. And also on a selfish end, I'm glad they're feeling better because it's 2 blocks away. I mean, come on now. I'm not going to lie to you guys. And good old Michael Flynn. Republicans are demanding that they release paperwork, and that they release all the paperwork en masse, the whole thing, every bit of it. And I sincerely hope they do, because what the FBI did is inexcusable. Imagine them coming up to you and them interrogating you. Now, the interrogation techniques that law enforcement use, they are designed to be able to elicit from you a confession. And sometimes a confession even when you didn't do anything, because the interview techniques are designed that way. I'm having a brain fart on what the technique is called. I've done videos on it before. Basically, it's things like they mess with your psyche. The chair is too close to the wall. The table's too far away from the chair. The investigator, the interviewer, sits too close to you. The room is devoid of a clock and everything else. Everything's designed to put you off your mental guard, so that way the advantage goes to the interviewer. And they can get you to say anything if it's a really, really good interview. And the FBI has really intensive interview techniques that they train in. So, I mean, yeah, I hope they release the information, because, I mean, really, interviewing someone under the purpose of trying to get them to get fired or arrested or something like that, you know, you're not following the evidence. You're eliciting what you want to hear. So that's the news that I have for you today. I am dehydrated and tired, and I'm going to drink water and, I don't know, find something fun and interesting to do. I love you guys. I will keep you informed, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.